Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. My name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. We're going to be going with Blue Belt once again. And good morning, Bam. And we're going to go for 100 rolls today. And by the end of today, we'll have 1,900 rolls in. Good morning, SJ. And what we're going to do is we're going to do today and tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'm going to show the stats that I have in Bone Tracker through 2,000 rolls. Morning, Chris. So let's get going. And it's going to be roll number 1 for the day. And we're starting off with a 3, 4, 7, come out 7. And if you notice, I changed out my dice again today. Every few sessions, I'm going to change out the dice. I'll go between the black and white ones and the red and blue ones, so that way I don't get used to using one set of dice. That's the only colors that I have right now is red, blue, black, and white. And I'm ordering some new Crafts Nation dice if they have an order that goes through. It all depends on how many people are actually ordering. So we have another come out 7, 1, 6, 7. So I got to enter those in. If I got the first one, so I got 1, 6, 7 on this one. So 2 come out 7s. Pass lane winners on both. And once we get going, we'll talk about crap shows from last night. And we have another come out 7, 1, 6, 7. 3 come out 7s. I'm starting to feel like Alfredo here. Morning, Victor. So that's the bad 7s, though. They're the 1, 6s. So that means I have either implosion or explosion of the dice. So let's see if we can get them on axis now. Still coming out looking for a point. And we have a 1, 4, 5. So our point will be 5, horse and buggy. And let's get them going. Good morning, Mike. And we have a 5, 4, center field 9. So crap shows from last night. Chris did a Crapsy session last night. That was his first one. I did not get a chance to watch it. So make sure you check that out. And I guess he's going to be venturing out on the Crapsy journey now. Alfredo and Jeff also did Crapsy. Middle Atlantic Craps and Texas Crap Shooters also did. 213 Shocker also did Crapsy last night. And apparently there was a lot of problems with the Crapsy. Good morning, CRC. Good morning, Vince. So apparently there's a lot of problems, some things that need to be fixed with Crapsy. According to Jeff and John, do not despair, though, that they are working on it. They will get the bugs fixed and worked out. And we have a 5, 2, 7. The dice came down, they kissed, and they split apart. I personally have not used Crapsy yet, and I don't know if I'm going to or not. That's just one extra thing for me to do when I'm entering stuff in. So I've not really gotten into it yet at all. I've seen it being used, but I've never actually used it. And we have a 3, 3 hard 6, come out 6, point of 6. Other shows last night, Alfredo did another Talking Craps with Alfredo. And last night he had on there Jeff from Mid Atlantic Craps, he had Chiro from Mid-Mo Yo, and he had John from Pro Craps. Those 3 guests on there. They talked about the whole craftsy thing. 516. Mixer. They talked about the whole crapsy thing. They talked about a whole bunch of different things. They talked about the shooter competition. And the shooter competition we got 7 more people left in the second round here. Hopefully by the end of this weekend, everything will be all set. Yesterday I misquoted. I thought Ian was going to be going on John's show. He did not. He did not go yesterday, so hopefully today he'll be going. And we have a 235, no field 5. So currently I'm sitting in 4th place in that second round. So I'm happy about that, but again, every round that we do, it gets harder and harder and harder. The next round, the third round, again, is going to be 2 shooters worth. And that'll narrow the top 16 down to the top 8. Dice kissed a little bit again. We have a 4, 6, 10. Papa Joe on the end, Waylon's best friend. So they'll be narrowed down to top 8 in the next round. And again, it'll be the best of 2 shooters. And then, depending on how you do on the third round, is going to be how you are ranked in the top 8. And the top ranked in the top 8 is going to go against the lowest ranked in the 4th round. And then I got to check the rules on that. We have boxcars, midnight. I have to check the rules out on that round. I know that they're going to be going away from the 2 or 3 shooters worth, and they're going to be going into a point system of some sort. So I'm not exactly sure how it goes. I know that you'll be going head to head, so you'll be going against one other person. So that round will narrow down to the top 4, then a top 2, and then the first place will be the round after that. 426. Single pitch. The other show that I watched last night, and I got through the majority of the show, was the CEG, the casino school, Casino Quest school YouTube channel. And it was David and one other person, 156. David and one other person talking about opening up a casino. So when a casino is newly built, they go through processes and everything from the construction phase to the hiring phase to the setting up for the table games and everything else. And the guy that was talking was actually up in Waukegan, Illinois. I guess there's a new casino that they're building. And he talked about it, everything being inside of a tent right now. And hard 8, square pair, 4-4. And I guess they're in the process of building a building right now, and that's about 3 hours from my house. I know that Arnell the other day messaged me to see how far that was away from me, and I said it was about 3 hours and 10 minutes according to Google Maps. Because it sounded like he wanted to go check it out because that's not too far from his house. But it was kind of an interesting show to watch. 459, Centerfield 9. Single pitch. It's our 9th roll, 10th roll coming up here. I looked at the bone tracker results this morning, and our on-axis went down about a 0.5 percentage point. We're still above expected. So that's kind of nice to see. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Mike from On Point Craps. So a couple hardways are showing up today. Normally the 3-3 is the dominant one for me as far as the hardways go. And that's good information to keep in mind. So when we start placing bets in that, that would be one that I would probably go a little bit heavier on. That one was a little bit short on the landing before it bounced up, but he still came out with a 549 center field 9. Lucked out a little bit on that one. And those are both on axis as well, single pitch. And we have a 156 mixer. And yesterday we had two really, really long rolls. We had a 30-something and a 20-something yesterday, and then a bunch of mediocre rolls. We hit the small twice. We did not get the tall or the all. We were one number away on both of those for a while. All we needed to do was the midnight, and yesterday I was throwing magic aces a lot yesterday. 200 rolls, I think we hit like 8 or 9 of them. 549. That one went in the mixing bowl a little bit too far in for my liking. Roll number 14 coming up. If you haven't gone through and voted for the Hard Hat Award, 145, no field 5. If you haven't gone through and voted for the Hard Hat Award yet, make sure you do. I think today John's going to be announcing the winners so far, so are for this month. And your choices are Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters, George from CY, Ed Robinson from Roll to Win, and Duracell 8. And when I looked last night, we have a 6-6-12 boxcars again. When I looked last night, when I voted, it looked like our Alfredo was in the lead. And rightfully so, he had he's been kicking butt lately as far as putting out content. He's been going live usually 2 to 3 times a day right now. Everything from his talking craps with Alfredo to his crapsy rollouts to a variety of different things. And I know he's been doing a lot of work on making shorts also. And we have a 3-3 hard 6. That left die bounced off the back wall a little bit. And we need a 2, 3, 11, and 12. So the outside numbers are what we need for that tall and small. That don't make sense because we just rolled a 12. I don't know. And 5-2-7 out. So that's a single pitch or double pitch. So resetting KPI, new shooter. Coming out here, and we have a 2-5-7 come out 7, double pitch again. And another come out 7, 617. That's a bad 7 for this time. So we're getting a lot of come out 7s today. That is our fifth come out 7 today. Wow. So let's focus here. And 1-2 shocker. So we had 2 pass line winners and a pass line loser. And 5-4-9. So our point will be 9. Center field 9. Something's wrong with the roll tracker. I'm not sure. The yo is missing. Maybe I didn't enter it. Huh. I'll have to look back on the video on that one. Yo missing. And we have a 3-4-7 out. So that was a short roll. 0.7 out. And we're at roll number 30 for the day. SOR is at 9.7. Our SRR is at 3.6. Now it felt good coming out. We have a 4-6-10. Way on the end. So our point is 10. Long night at work last night for me. Could not wait to get home. 1-3-4. Big Joe from Crossmaster Journey at left dice hit the back wall a little too long and it bounced way out. And that's an explosion of that left die. So we got both numbers on the end now. Let's get some inside numbers and see if we can hit that ATS. I went a little bit right into the ball, but we got a 1-4-5. No field 5. And we have a 2-6-8. And I see that CRC is saying that I'm inverting it's 6-3, 6-6. So my 6-3-9 shows a 6-6. I'll have to look at that. 1, 3, 4 inverted. What I do when I announce my dice is I always announce the red dice first, so that way I know which one to enter first. So normally they announce it like if it was a 5-1, they would call it 5-1. But let's say I went with a 5-1 here and here, I would call that as it was a 1-5 then. And basically just that way I can enter it in right in the roll tracker. So that's why I go with the red dice first. When you use the same color dice, usually you call out the bigger number first. And we have a 6, 6, 12 box cards. And a 2, 1, 3 shocker. Good morning, Nemo. And 2, 5, 7 out. So that was an average roll. That was at 7, which are going to happen at times. We've had one decent roll so far today. The rest of them have been pretty average or short. So we got to start zeroing in on the target, on the energy, on the posture, on the grip. 1, 4, 5. New point is 5. In the last 2 days, I was concentrating on the grip, but I was also working on posture, making sure that my back is straighter and I'm not putting as much pressure on the table with my knuckles. So what was happening is I was starting to slouch and I was putting too much pressure onto my knuckles onto the table there. 617, bad 7. So those are the two things that we were working on the last couple of days. But today we got to figure out why those 7s are coming out so heavily, because they are coming out pretty heavy today compared to what they have the last few sessions. It's kind of all over the board. A lot of inversion or implosion, explosion, a couple double pitches. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it. 2, 3, 5. No field 5. The double pitches I can work with because I know what I need to do to fix that, and that's grabbing the dice more with the fingertips. But the implosion and explosion are the things that we really need to figure out why that's happening. And some of the times what happens is maybe my fingers are not square on the dice, and that may cause the implosion and explosion. Another thing might be how and where they're coming off the back wall. 1, 3, 4, Big Joe. Craftsmaster Journey. So another possible idea might be that how it's coming off the back wall, where it's hitting and all that. So different things to look at, different things to explore. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out over time. And 314 again. So that was 2 4s in a row. Point is 5. and 369. I've also found, guys, a little pattern developing also, and it seems like when I do a little less combination or concentration, I actually do better with the rolls. Maybe it's more that I'm a little bit more relaxed. Who knows what that is all about? But I noticed that the last few days that the more relaxed I am, the better the rolls have gone. Dice split apart a little bit there. So we'll regrip. Went off to the right a little bit. Again, boxcars, 6612. Throwing a lot of those today. We did that not yesterday, but 2 days ago we did a lot of sixes. Yesterday we were doing a lot of ones. A lot of magic aces yesterday. And we have a 4-6-10. Papa Joe Whalen's best friend on the end. And a 3-1-4 again. It was something else, but then the dice kissed when they came down and bounced. But I'm fine with 3-1-4. Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. Point is still 5. That's our third 4 for this shooter. So that's definitely a pocket number, a signature number for this shooter. Again, in that mixing bowl, we got 3-4-7 out. Double pitch. And that was roll number 46. We're at a 7.7 SOR and a 4.2 SRR. So I would like to see those numbers get a little bit higher by the end of the session today. Not really happy with those numbers, but it is what it is. And we have a 4-1-5. Come out 5. Point is 5. Could tell you that before today, my 7s are low. I think that as we go up here now, it's going to start evening out a little bit. So if the numbers in Roll Tracker reflect the dive results displayed in the Roll Tracker, why aren't, or what's being displayed on the screen, Bone Tracker is going to be wacky. Not sure what that means, Bam. And we have a 4-4-8, hard 8, square pair. I see what you guys are talking about right now. The dice are showing different than what the actual numbers are. I will definitely check into that, guys. That is very, very weird. Very weird. I don't know why that's in it. I will check into that. Before I transfer over to Roll Bone Tracker, I will make sure that the numbers are correct that I'm putting into Bone Tracker. But that is very strange. I'm going to have to check that out and get a hold of somebody. I just noticed that. But thanks for pointing that out, guys. Hey, Chiro. So if anybody knows why that's happening, put it in the chat or send me a message. But I'm going to have to be very careful when I transfer those over to make sure that the right numbers are going across. 145, that was a terrible throw. No field 5. I don't even look at those dice at all. That's weird. Interesting. The numbers that I bring over to Bone Tracker, though, guys, should be the right numbers, because what I do is I enter in numbers and it goes into a certain column on KPI. If you know anything about KPI, it's called the toss tracker. And then that's what I copy over to Bone Tracker. So those numbers should be good. I don't know why the dice are showing differently on the screen there. Might have to reset the program again. And we have a 3-4-7 out. So double pitch. That is strange. Shows a 2-6 and we had a 3-4. So I will double check before I enter it into Bone Tracker, make sure that the right numbers are transferred over. But thank you guys for pointing that out. And we'll come out 7, 4, 3, 7. A lot of come out 7s today. For those of you who have joined in after the start of the stream, by the end of today, we'll have 1,900 results. After tomorrow's session on Friday, I'll go through and I'll review with you guys the first 2,000 throws that I've had. And we'll go through those results. And that we have a 3-2-5, center field 9. All right, no field 5. I'm sorry, 3-2-5, no field 5. Yeah, I did rush it probably a little bit. It's hard, guys, getting in 100 throws in that hour time frame. I don't want to do this any longer than an hour plus. I want to get done before John goes live. And I know it doesn't really matter whether I'm done or not. 6-6-12. But it's just a mutual respect thing. 100% mutual respect. He had gone at that time that he's going at for a long time already. I'm the newbie at this morning show business. And the more we work together, the more successful this community will be. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. Mike from On Point Craps. Midnight has been hot today. And it was 2 days ago as well. Yesterday, the Magic Aces was hot. So it's kind of weird how they switch back and forth between the 2 days. Same dice set on all 3 days. And we have a 4-6-10. Papa Joe on the end, Waylon's best friend. And 2-5-7. That one went straight down where my landing zone should be, but they both shot off to the right. So that tells me when I released them that my hand was a little bit to the left. My wrist was twisted a little bit too far to the left. So new shooter here. We're on roll number 57 for the day. And other than the one really decent roll today, most of them have been pretty average, pretty short to average. Yesterday, it's 2 awesome killer rolls, 4-2-6, 2x4. Yesterday, I had 2 killer rolls. I had a 30 something and a 20 something yesterday, so that was really nice to see. And a bunch of mediocre rolls mixed in between. Dice hit and kissed and split off. 314. Good morning, Brian. Everybody's showing up today. It's awesome. A 5-1 mixer. So like I was saying, for the shooting competition, there's 7 more people left, I think. 2 more from the Hawaii Craps Shooters crew. So I know Mrs. Money Shot is one of them, and I think Chef Dice is the other one that needs to shoot from that crew yet. And I know Bird Dog has to go. Ian has to go. And then 639, Centerfield 9. And then there's a Kim from J&K Casino, I think it's called. She has to go yet. And I think there's 2 other people that are on that list that still need to go yet. And then hopefully by the end of this weekend, everybody will be done. By the way, happy March 1st to everyone. And 167. That one felt good coming out. It looked like it hit nice. But we have inversion and implosion, explosion. KitchenAid mixer, Chiro goes. Must be done driving if you can comment on the video today. And I'm veering off to the right today. 3-3 hard 6. New point is 6. Nice kiss when they landed, but we got a 2-4-6, 2x4. And I don't know if you guys saw my live stream the other day, or if Chiro's announced it again yet. But he has a little competition that's going to be coming up. He's going to be doing a Crapsy 5-1 mixer. And it's going to be a challenge to beat him, I believe, 3 sessions in a row, or three shooting competitions in a row. And if you beat him, he has got a bunch of his chips that he inlaid certain gems in there. I know he has like the black chip, he put a diamond in there. I'm not sure what the other stones are in that. But that is an awesome, awesome thing that he can do for the community, that he is doing for the community. 5-2-7 up. So that was a double pitch, and that was roll number 4. Terrible, terrible, terrible shooting today, guys. Not happy with it at all. But again, we're going to have those days. I know John was talking about that yesterday about not having good days shooting and how he wants to break things and punch things and swear and all that stuff. And, you know, I think most of us, 1, 2, 3, shocker, come out loser, pass line loser, pay the don'ts. And I know the whole thing with the with the rolling bat, it happens, guys, and that's something that really can't let it get to you. Some people go through a funk. Some people are going through slumps, if you will, for lack of better terms. And it's just something that you just got to work your way through. 257. So today is just one of those days for me, and I'm kind of expecting it. If I was at the casino, obviously I would not be shooting the dice. I'd be passing the dice. Um, and also, the reason I keep on going today is because I am getting 100 throws every time I get down here. So hopefully what'll happen is we can figure out why the dice do that, and we can correct it a little bit faster. Today we're getting a lot of the sevens, and a lot of them are coming from a double pitch, but we're also getting a lot from that implosion and explosion. But like I said, the double pitch we can work on. And the implosion, explosion, which just happened. No, I'm sorry, we got a 6-2. I thought that was a 6-1. But a lot of times I think that's happening when it's kissing on a table. The dice kiss and they bounce and hit each other. I think that's what that's all about. I cannot be sure. Come on, Joe, get this grip down. There we go. And we have a 5-5 hard 10. Both of the dice landed and they kind of dug in and they kind of stayed put. And 3-3 hard 6. So that's 2 hard ways in a row. Which is nice to see, something I don't really get a lot of. I'm throwing a hard way set. And we have a 2-3-5, no field 5. That was roll number 6 for this shooter. Let's see if we can extend that a little bit longer. And 1-6-7. The dice came down, they crossed each other. So it is what it is today. Yeah. Just haven't really gotten into that groove yet today. Started off good. 2-6-8. New point is 8. Easy 8. Dice crossed again, but here we go, guys. We got a mid-mo-yo. 5-6-11. Mid-mo-yo. We have not thrown a lot of those today. And 5-5 hard 10 again. Been doing a little bit more of those today than normal. If you look at my statistics, not on KPI today, but overall so far, we have not thrown nearly what's expected for the tens. Sixes are a big number, fours are a big number for a while, fives and nines are pretty good. But the tens have been a little bit lower, 2, 6, 8. And the eights have been a little bit lower also, but those are starting to average out a little bit here. And we have 4-1-5. So I'm starting to zone in on that landing zone a little bit better. So that's the difference on this shooter so far. That was a 5th shot, number 6 coming up here. So let's keep that landing zone consistent and see if that helps. And 2-2 hard 4. And we have a 3-2-5. And this is a great example today on transparency, guys. I'm doing all these rolls on purpose in front of everybody, succeed or not, success or failure, does not matter. So that way everybody can see, hey, this is the journey that I'm going on. And hopefully everybody can go on a journey along with me and hopefully see the same or better results than I am. 4-3-7 out, double pitch. Now when I went into the mixing bowl a little bit, I got off that landing zone that I was looking for, that I was on. So that's awesome. That was not a 7 out because that was a come out roll. So it was a come out 7. And we have a 5-4-9. That's the new point. Center field 9. So the new point is 9. And we have a 2-4-6, 2x4. 6 came easy. Morning Blue Jay away. And we have a 4-5-9, center field 9. So that was rule number 11. So this is one of our longer ones for the day, sad to say. And we have a 3-5-8. That roll tracker, the KPI really bothers me right now with the dice combinations being off with the numbers. The numbers that you see on the screen are the accurate numbers. The dice combinations are not accurate, just so everybody that's joining in knows that. And we have a 3-3 hard 6. Dice went a little bit long and they kissed right at the bottom of the wall. Got a little bit lucky on that result. That was roll number 85 for the day. Went off to the right and a little bit long, and we got a 3-4-7 out. Double pitch. Morning, Waylon. A lot of people are showing up today. It's awesome to see you guys. I really, really, really appreciate the support. Dice kissed or split apart when they landed. 3-4-7, come out 7. Pass line winner. And we've got a ton of the pass line come out. Thank you, Waylon, for the super chat. That is totally awesome. Really, 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 really appreciate it, brother. Like I said, all the money that I'm doing is going towards equipment and towards a project that I actually announced the other day on the live stream here. And for those of you who did not hear, 134 Big Joe from Crapsmaster Journey. For those of you who did not hear my project that I am thinking about doing here, is I'm going to use the proceeds once I get my equipment paid for that I purchased just recently. I'm going to be using the rest of the money towards building a throwing station. And I'm looking at making some kind of deluxe throwing station, something that could be used both as a dining room or a kitchen table, but also could be rotated or flipped around and be used as a throwing station when you need to use it. And I want to do videos on it, possibly an ebook on it. And then, like I said, I'm going to use the money for that, 538. And then what I want to do is, assuming I get that done before the Crafts for a Cure, I would like to possibly auction that off to raise money for whichever charity we do this year. The hard thing about the whole thing is going to be the logistics to get the table delivered to whoever bids the winning bid on that. So we'll see what happens if I can get the table built before then, if I can raise enough money to do so. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere between $500 to $1,000, somewhere in that area to build one. 6 to 8. So probably closer to that 500 mark. So excited a little bit if we can get that going, get that in the works. Once I start making it, it'll probably take me a little bit of over a month to make it. Because I want to be shooting videos as I'm doing, and because of time commitments and all that type of stuff. And we have a 314 Big Joe again. And for those of you just joining in, if you look at the KPI roll tracker, the dice and the numbers are not lining up. The numbers that are on there are actually correct. The dice combinations that are on there are not correct. Now you have to figure out why that's happening. And 167. 7. Shh. Actually, that's not a 7 out because I hit the point. So that's a come out 7. I like to see that. Bad 7. No, that was a 6-1. Don't like to see the 6-1 come up. Rolls today have been pretty average to short. We had 2 semi-decent rolls today. That's about it. 5-5 hard 10. You will build it. What you should say, Churro, is you will build it, they will bet. And we have a 1, 2, 3 shocker. So yeah, I still don't have the plans on how to do it yet, but it's been something I've been thinking about for a while. I think it would be really cool to have the table so it spins on axis somehow. So we can rotate it and hopefully rotate it with relative ease. And then the throwing station, we have a 4-1-5, no field 5. And in the throwing station, I want it so it slides into the table when you're not using it somehow. So it could be used as, I'm not sure, another leg or support to the table, or I really haven't worked the logistics of that out either. Just the concept is a theory at this point. Dice kissed when they landed, but we got a 2-6-8. Almost sounded like a chopper toss coming down. And that was roll number 96, so we're going to go till the shooter is finished. And they're kissed again, 4-5-9, center field 9. Need the 11, 12, 2, 4, and 6. Still have not hit the tall or small today. Yesterday we hit the small twice. And that left eye bounced off, went way off, and we got 2, 5, 7 out. So we're going to end it with that right here today. End the misery. It is one of those days. Sounds like Nemo's going to be doing a premiere today. Good luck on that. I think that's all the chats that I really need to see. Let's see if we can pull up these stats for today really quick. Sevens are giving every other number a finger today. That shows you a perfect example of what we did today. The horn numbers were very low today. Come out sevens were extremely high. Our 7 outs were just slightly above average, above expected. 11s, Minmo Yo, sorry, Chiro was way low today compared to normal. So you look at all the tall numbers except for the 12 were below expected. All the small numbers were at or above expected, except for the 2. We didn't do any magic aces today. That's interesting. So roll lengths, we had a 17 to start off the day. We had a 10, a 14, a 12. So we had a couple decent rolls. The rest of them were pretty average to lower in numbers. But hey guys, thanks for joining in today. I'm going to take off here. My name is Joan. This is my Craftsmaster Dice Shooting Journey.